G'day guys, Jeff here. Domination firing range. I actually really enjoy firing range as a map in general. The capture the flag is a little too easy on it, but team deathmatch and domination, I think it's fantastic. It's fun. Leave some comments. Tell me what you think about the map. I think there's no real campy area that can't be attacked from multiple areas. One building that can cause trouble is the warehouse at Bravo, but even that, I mean, it's fairly easy to get in there. You can also shoot people through the building. You can get hit markers so you can kind of spray. I love how he shot a grenade launcher almost at my feet and it did nothing, and I'm not even running flak jacket. So that was certainly a large improvement over Modern Warfare 2, where someone could just run around with their tube prepared to launch at the body of anyone. One thing I have found that still works, however, is direct impact. So if these tubers get a direct impact on you, nothing you can do. I mean, you just end up dying, and so be it. One thing that I do like in Domination in these maps in terms of control is Bravo and Charlie. I like holding Bravo and Charlie because when you give them a hard alpha spawn, they either spawn on the ahead in the building where I'm looking at right now, or they spawn on the long alpha road, which was further ahead of where I was looking before. And lastly, the firing range downhill. So with those areas, it's very easy to contain them, and you can even let them have alpha, get up in the alpha building, and even control the spawns around you. So this definitely lends itself to some form of Black Ops spawn trap, if you might want to say. So in this map, I'm actually running fairly low kill streaks, so I think it was napalm, mortar, and maybe even spy plane on there. I'll check it out again when I stop dying, but we'll keep going from here. So AK-47 is almost my weapon of choice now. I'm still going through and trying different attachments and different guns and whatnot, so when I need to put on my try-hard pants, I'll definitely go back to the AK-47 as an assault weapon. And in fact, I would usually choose this over the AK-74U in the end of things, unless it's a nuke town, for instance, then I might just choose the SMG and be happy with it. Again, I will start going through weapons. I apologise for that. That's just bad theatre hit marker there. Hopefully they will improve that soon. But I actually shot that guy quite easily, and then when I watched the replay, I'm extremely disappointed about the replay. So I am running the spy plane, the napalm, and the mortar strike, so fairly low kill streaks. This was after, you might have heard it in my previous video, if not, check it out. But one comment I had is that the team I'm running with always chooses spy plane as one perk. Occasionally they don't choose spy plane, they just choose Blackbird and chopper gun, a gunship, for instance. But we've kind of come to an agreement that it's probably better that we run two lower kill streaks like spy plane and napalm, and then perhaps Blackbird or chopper gunner, because we're finding that teams are just rage quitting far too often, and it would be really good if Treyarch can improve the matchmaking and put you against players who are of similar skills, and we'll see what they do there. My take on it is they probably won't do anything at all, but let's see what they come up with. The oil barrels in Black Ops are actually really good in terms of timed explosions as well. However, I've been using them lately for two purposes. One is that I put an explosive into them or a lot of rounds very quickly when I know someone's near them. And secondly, I don't know if it's a bug, it's probably not. It would be interesting if they patch it, they probably will. But if you're in, say, a chopper gunner, and you want to shoot all the exploding vehicles and barrels while you're in the chopper gunner, because if there's anyone near it, instead of shooting for the triangle, not triangle, the rectangle, the diamond that's on the enemy players, you want to actually shoot the explosive, and by doing so it will kill the person and then build your kill streak. So for instance, you could get, from a chopper gunner you can get a gunship if you destroy a car that kills a person and then destroy a barrel that kills another person. So that really surprised me when that happened. It's still happening, I believe, because I have given myself a higher kill streak by like say napalming an exploding vehicle or what, to make it a vehicle explode or whatnot. And here's an example I was talking about how you can annoy them in their spawn. Generally, only one person can do it. If there's two people, the spawn flips very easily, and it's only successful if you stack up on a map in a certain area so that they're not going to spawn flip on you easily. For instance, if the rest of your team was doing it with you, they spawn flip. But if you spread out in a manner that you're covering the majority of the spawns where you don't want them to be, then they spawn in a fairly predictable manner, and that person in alpha can really clean up and can really get some high kill streaks running. So with here, all we're trying to do is trap them into that alpha area and maybe push them back into the firing range, or push them further forward into the top firing range, the mini firing range up the top there, or the course of fire, or whatever you want to call it in terms of callouts. I can hear someone shooting up some rockets there towards our spy planes, but getting the Blackbird online completely changes the tone of the match and allows you to chase people. I've mentioned it so many times, but it's just fantastic how you can see what direction they're running. You can work your way around the map to get what you need in terms of people. I think when a Blackbird's online as well, that's your absolute best opportunity to get the Tactical Mask Pro in terms of throwing stuns and flashes, because the Blackbird seems to show you where the person is about half a second ahead of when they're going to be there. For instance, if they're coming around the corner, the Blackbird will show that they're actually just about around the corner or coming around the corner when in fact they're a half a second to doing so. So the Blackbird almost gives you it's like the Philadelphia experiment or something. It gives you a look into the future, and you might want to leave a comment to tell me how you find it as well, because I always find that it's slightly delayed. And Blackbirds, UAV and spy planes, they're a must. They're a requirement for using napalm and mortar effectively. However, a lot of people have been messaging me about using napalm when they don't have anything up on the screen, and I guess I've got a couple of triples and quads from napalm with the teams that I've been running with, even if there hasn't been a spy plane or Blackbird online, for the simple fact that once you learn the spawns, you have a look at where your team's stacked up on the map, and you effectively drop the napalm in, or the bomber or whatever else, in the direction of where the enemy team would spawn and where they would run to generally. And you can find that by understanding how your team's stacked up on the map, you could really do yourself a favor by getting a few kills that way. If that isn't an option for you, or your team's spread out completely over the map, what you want to do is drop it between the objective, or drop it into a laneway where a lot of people travel, because I'm still surprised at how many people will run through the flames and give you, you might drop a triple on the actual drop itself and then pick up another 2 or 3 kills from people running into the napalm, and that's just crazy. So our team always yells out when there's napalm down, or whether it's friendly napalm. We want to find out straight away if it is friendly napalm or not. So we're coming to the end of the match, I should say, and even running spy plane, napalm, and mortar, I ended up going 40-6. Fairly good, and you might want to consider about lowering your kill streaks, just so you can keep the other team in the match for longer and they rage quit less. Anyway, guys, until next time, see ya.